right, man. You seeing Shaquille O'Neal kind of bring up this age-old debate. Should you open up to women? They say men really don't have anybody to open up to. You can't really open up to your homies because then, for the most part, it turns into a joke. You know what I'm saying? I always tell this story. I remember my friend got this chick pregnant in high school, and I kind of hooked him up, but I was kind of forced to. These were some hood chicks, and they was asking about my homie and shit, him me up and shit. They been probably had switchblades in they mouth. I used to be cool with a girl in high school, and she transferred high school. She told me before she left Northwestern and shit that she used to carry 3 or 4 blades in her mouth, bro. And showed me she used to carry 3 or 4 fucking blades in her goddamn mouth. Showed me how she did it and still talk regular. So, and shit crazy, bro. Uh, like I said, the first time when I went to high school, it's the first time I went to an inner city school. But I grew up in the hood. That's the crazy thing about it. So, I was just able to fit right in. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, my parents paid for my education, or I went to performance art schools and shit like that. So, um, but yeah, I grew up in the trenches. I used to beg my mom to let me go to like shit, Cerveny or Murphy in the hood, but that wasn't the best option at all. But I'm from Detroit, by the way, if y'all ain't know that. But but yeah, it's crazy work. I mean, I don't think any woman really want to hear about your problems. You know what I'm saying? They'll say, well, let me know what's going on, let me help, and then they gonna throw it right back in your face. So no, men shouldn't reconsider that. Men should remain men and let women continue their metamorphosis, um, and being these modern women, and then just treat them accordingly, give them what they want, not what they say they want, what kind of by how they move and whatever like that. So we know women get on the internet and say you got to make this, you got to do this, you got to be this tall, but then you see the dudes that she messing with, and they don't make that. That they ain't this tall. That. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I don't really believe what they say. I believe kind of by their actions. But to continue to move on, I just think once you open up um, to a woman, that's just gonna use it against you. They're gonna use it against you every time, even if it's in a desperation plea. Even if it's a desperation plea to keep you. Oh, I remember this chick was kind of telling me what happened with her baby daddy, whatever, and um and she was like, "Well, he told me that, my his she had a kid by they had a kid together and they had another kid. I mean, she had another kid outside of what they had. He was saying he told me that he was always this was gonna be his kid forever and all that shit. And they always gonna try to shame you. You said that you would love me forever. They always gonna try to use whatever you say. Don't think, whatever you tell them. What I'm saying, whatever you tell them, just remember they're gonna use it against you. Oh, remember you told me I had the best box, man. Even if it's in sex, and we all know this shit don't count. You know what I'm saying? So always remember that. You know what I'm saying? So we not just talking about evil shit. We ain't just talking about shit like that. We talking about like stuff as far as just things that you say or you said. But it's not a good idea. They're gonna throw it in your face every time. They gonna throw it in your face every time, bro. Every time. And men don't do that shit. Men don't do that. Real talk, men don't operate like that. No, you don't do that. But you can't, even a female therapist, dude. I wouldn't even tell you to do that. And I'm gonna talk about them, bro. Female therapists are wild. If your girl go to therapy with a female therapist, dog, pump and dump, bro. If she said let's go to therapy and it's with a therapist, pump and dump. The therapists are fucking like it's the blind leading the blind. It's literally the blind leading the blind. It's Ray Charles being the usher trying to see Stevie Wonder at a concert that's packed. They crazy, bruh. They literally, and I would love to use the word that I really want to use, but they're crazy, bruh. They're literally crazy. They're literally crazy, bruh. And I bullshit you not. Them women are nutso. I done talked to quite a few of them, and these women are crazy. I'm just old enough now to see the signs. And I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna hit this and keep it moving. Or I don't want to hit this no more. For real. But yeah, you don't do that because they're gonna use it against you. Oh, remember that time you told me that you thought about taking yourself out? Well, I'm telling you. And a lot of times they might not use it in a vicious manner. They may use it in a manner to shame you. You know, you told me you love me. You told me you love me and you were never gonna leave me. And they try to shame you and guilt you. That's just a female trick. The guilt come before the tears, bro. If the guilt don't work to make you feel guilty, and that's why you gotta remain stoic and strong. If the guilt trip don't work, then they start crying. That's they biggest and they last line of defense. That's their biggest and the last line of defense. When they cry and that shit don't work, them hoes know it's over with. They know it's a lickety split, lickety rap. They know it's a rap. They know it's a rap. So no, you don't open up to women. Because then on the flip side of the game, once you be vulnerable with a one, they don't care. Two, they gonna use it against you, you know what I'm saying, when it's convenient for them. It's just like, like, oh, I'm not mad about this, and I'm cool. And then they bring it back up, they're gonna use it against you. And the third one, they're gonna tell your business, bro. They're gonna tell your moms, your sister, their girlfriends know all your vulnerability. That's why you keep everything silent. Your financial issues, your mental health issues, you know what I'm saying? Your past sex life issues. You tell a woman as little as possible. If she don't ask, you don't tell. If it ain't DEFCON 10,000, when you gotta tell her, you just keep it to yourself. And naturally, that's our men are. Don't let women shame you. Oh, nobody care. Or we can get through it together. They don't give a fuck about that, bro. All they care about is their happiness. Their happiness come before God. I don't care what these hoes say. Come before God. I don't care what these hoes say. Come before they went. It come before their kids. You know what I'm saying? Their happiness matters and how they feel matters the most. It come before you. Trust and believe me. They're users. We're energy givers. They're energy takers. And you would think like some women that have been through the ringer a couple times and got played and they, or kept picking bad guys and they find a good dude, solid dude, you know what I'm saying? You would think they'll do everything to keep that dude. They're gonna get bored. And they want, a lot of women want the chaos. And then even now you can go up to date with older women no more. Because they want to be young hoes. So you keep all that shit to yourself, and you gotta die with your stuff. You gotta die with your problems, and it's unfortunate. And when they do help you, they want to throw it in your face and all that shit. The only time a dude throws some shit in the bitch face is when she forget what you done for her. But and want to act ungrateful. They always keep score of what you don't do, but never keep score of what you do. Remember that bar. Thumbs up the video, share the video, man. You want to donate to the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313. I got an Instagram. I got to get the other stuff running. See if I can get me an X account. They refusing me on X, but hey, don't forget, they always remember what you don't do, and always forget what you do. What you do. They keep counting the shit you don't do, and don't keep counting the shit that you do. So, peace.